Hello, beautiful humans. So I want to start by taking a quick informal poll. So raise your hand if you feel like time has been speeding up, like it's going faster than ever before and almost a little out of control. Raise your hand if you're feeling a more intense sense of overwhelm than you have in the past. Just overwhelm is almost your new normal. Raise your hand. And raise your hand if your mind is even more active than it has been, overly active, out of control. Raise your hand if you feel disconnected from yourself or from spirit, and if it's really difficult to reconnect with yourself or spirit. Raise your hand if you have a new level of brain fog that you've never experienced before. And raise your hand if it's difficult to stay grounded or centered or feel like you're present at all. So if you have answered yes to any of these or all of these, first of all, know that you are not alone. That most of the people that I work with, that I talk with, that I interact with, that are in my bubble and beyond my bubble, things that I'm seeing in completely different places, are that people are reporting all of these symptoms at a much higher level than ever before. So it's not just you. It's not that there's something wrong with you. It's not that you're sick, although it's important to get your physical body in order as best as possible. But please know that this is a collective experience that is happening right now. And as I see it, these are all symptoms of the planetary awakening that is happening right now. They're basically detox symptoms because of the massive amounts of high vibrational energy that is being poured onto this planet at this time in the form of solar flares, in the form of geomagnetic storms, and in so many other ways that we don't even know or can imagine right now. But there is a higher vibrational energy coming in that's causing a huge energetic shift on this planet. And what happens as this higher vibrational energy comes in, it cannot exist in the same place as the lower vibrational energy. It's like oil and water. And so it brings all of these lower vibrational energies to the surface to be detoxed, to be released, to be cleared from ourselves individually and from the planet at large. You can think of it kind of like the universe is doing energy work on you 24/7. Because like when you're receiving any sort of healing work, whether it's Reiki or sound healing or acupuncture, there is a higher vibrational energy coming in. And it's coming in and it's finding those energy blockages. It's finding those places of lower vibrational energy that may be in the form of trauma, of pain, of fear, of anxiety, of violence, whatever that is. And sometimes it can easily transmute that energy. It can move through it. It can change it. It can move it. Boom, it's done. And other times it takes more effort for that to move. And that's where the energy builds up. And that's when we have symptoms. We may have different kinds of detox symptoms when we're going through this personally. And collectively, we're seeing these symptoms in all of these areas we just talked about, in the brain fog, in the feeling overwhelmed, in being exhausted. That's another huge one that I'm hearing and feeling myself, because I'm feeling all of this as well. And it's easy to let fear come in. And of course, we have to take really good care of ourselves and make sure that there's not something that we're missing. But knowing that this is a collective experience can give us a bigger view of what's happening on this planet. And just like when we're going through our own detox process, we may be going through, a cleanse, and we feel really shitty and we feel really tired, but we know that we're going to feel better on the other side once we get through it. This is the same thing. this detoxing process that is happening collectively is happening very purposefully, not just to torture us, not just because things have gotten out of control, but yes, because they've gotten out of balance. And this is the universe's way of bringing them back in to balance. This time period has also been predicted in many indigenous cultures, in many prophecies, and in the Vedic prophecies and Vedic philosophies, they talk about this time as being the time cycle of the Kali Yuga. And one of the specific characteristics of the Kali Yuga is a speeding up of time. And they also refer to the Kali Yuga as being a time of destruction, as the Dark Ages. And it can feel very scary and daunting and depressing, but we know that destruction brings new birth, brings new life. And what's being destroyed and what's being detoxed and purged is all of the things that we can no longer carry with us as we grow and transform and evolve. And so this is a very actually exciting and beautiful process that we're experiencing right now, but it can be completely overwhelming and confusing at times. And so we need these reminders that this is a collective process. And we also need to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves, that we're doing a lot of self-care, that we're drinking a shit ton of water, because that's going to help with the detoxing, because this isn't just an energetic, emotional, spiritual detox. It's happening on every level, including the physical level. And so whatever we can do to support ourselves on every level is going to be helpful. So lots of water, lots of self-care, lots of sleep, lots of good food, all of the things that make you feel better and more alive and bring more vitality into your body. And in addition to those things, this understanding that we are in this together is a theme that I talk about a lot in my new book that I've published, which is Uprising. And so I want to close by reading a passage from this book that talks about this time. And the book is this one, Uprising, Surviving and Thriving in a World That is Waking Up. You can find it on Amazon in Kindle and paperback and audiobook. So, the blessing and curse of modern awakening is that it matches the pace of the planet. As life has increased in volume, so has the speed of awakening. It's moving faster and faster every day, which is a blessing because it means that humanity is transforming more quickly than ever before. And it can feel a bit like a curse because it gives us so much to process all at once. This fast pace of modern awakening can leave you spinning, not sure if you are living or dying, awakening or losing your mind. The beautiful thing is that none of us are alone in this process. We are doing it together. We are healing and we are transforming together. And thank you so much. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Mwah.